Joining me now is the chairman of Migration Watch, Alp Mehmet. Alp, thank you very much for your company as ever. Where do you draw the line here? Because on both sides of the political fence, you can say a plague on both their houses in this regard, can you not?
You can. The fact is that the Tories are history. They're not there any longer. It's now very much up to the Labour government, to Yvette Cooper, to do something about it. I was amused to say that she's not going to come up with slogans. What is "we're going to smash the gangs" all about then? If that isn't a slogan, I don't know what is. But look, what we've heard today is very much of an expensive sham, in my view. When there was an announcement last month of around 10,000 being removed, we learned that only 2,500 were in fact forced removals, which would have included former national offenders, prisoners. And the rest included 609 Brazilians, all of whom, and 109 children, I think, if I remember rightly, all of them, including children, received £3,000 to go back to Brazil. They were voluntary returns. The vast majority of these that we've heard about are voluntary returns. They're not forced returns. They're doing nothing to dissuade or deter those who are coming across the channel in boats. So frankly, I take all of what's been said today as with a pinch of salt. At the moment, people are not discouraged, and they will continue to come in very high numbers, 35 to 40,000 coming next year, I'm sure. Yeah. That's appalling.
Alp, what would you do then if it were in my gift to actually make you Home Secretary? I mean, I think Labour would sooner see hell freeze over, but you get my drift. And if it happened, Alp, would you be stopping the incentives? Is it the pull incentives, you know, the bed, board and benefits? Is that what brings people to Britain? What is it that's doing this?
But primarily, what's doing it is that people are coming from countries where they haven't got a job, they haven't got the prospects of education. They really are desperate to get out. They're not asylum seekers in the strict sense of the word. They are economic migrants. Anyone arriving illegally, I would detain and I would remove. And many of those who come from safe countries, as we've seen with the numbers that have been removed, going back to Romania, to Brazil, to Vietnam. You know, these are the easy countries. But what about the others, those who are coming from countries where we can't send them back? What would I do with them? I would detain them, hold on to them, and get them back to a country that's willing to accept them, like Rwanda. Getting rid of the Rwanda scheme was a bad idea. It was a shocking idea, really. And doing it before giving it a chance to actually work. It was all set and ready to go, and they ditched it. So that was foolish.
700 million quid down the drain, Alp. I mean, it beggars belief.
Well, it does, but if you look at those who've been removed now, if you take account of the charter flights, 30 charter flights, you know, around £12 million. If you take into account those who are being induced to go back with £3,000 in their pocket. You know, what is happening now is very costly. And at the same time, we've still got everyone coming in, being put up in hotels, very comfortable, being given pocket money, being given free medical treatment.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't they come?
Well, indeed, it's not border force. I think it's border farce at this point. But Alp, thank you very much for that insight as ever. That's the chairman of Migration Watch there, Alp Mehmet.